first lap, first corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for Split 2 with a great start from the front runners at the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field is behind. Another old lead from through one already, Davison and Sinka wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Dowling. Nazaroli was flying up the front all evening as well. Faze there, Katakazina.
Yes, you did.
Labouring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 17 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. We're not going to stop. Shane Ratcliffe fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway. James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stonestead on the straight as they run round turn 2. Dolphin Warboys being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stonestreet off the start. There's no other way to say it, Sinka. I think it was off of the Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punched him straight into the wall on the left hand.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Warren Brown V8 Supercar Championship. We are at the HUNARORING tonight with a little bit of rain forecast for this evening, and it is going to be an absolute pearler. The boys are out there already setting some amazing lap times. This track has been a special place for all forms of motorsports, everything from your current Formula One circuits out there, TCRs, Ferrari Challenge, and the likes of the superbikes as well. These times out there are going to drop like crazy, but nothing like the 1:16.627 done by Lewis Hamilton in 2020. In his Formula One winning championship year. Ladies and gents, SRW TV brings you these broadcasts 3-4 nights a week. Tonight we are at the Hungara. Tomorrow we've got the Super Formula Lights, and then Thursday the Warren Brown GR86. But don't forget, Sunday night we've got the GT3 backs for the first round of the month. Let's have a look at the scores on the board and how everyone is travelling from the AMs, Pro-Ams and Pros. In the AMs, the top 10 are looking as such. The EWT boys are fighting it out between Brett Taylor and Scotty Weston. 26 points to 595, a gap of 31 points. Ben O'Connell from the Syndicate race team is a further 100 points behind, and a lot of time to catch that up as we see Will Buchanan tear up his car in the bottom screen. Fourth place is Marty Hughes from Pacific Esports, Craig Healy from EWT in fifth, Chris Tomlin in number 6. We're expecting good things from Chris tonight. He enjoys the wet. Leon Amos from the Sim Racing Brotherhood in 7th, Di Fieldman Performance Sim Racing in 8th, Jacob McIntyre from Sim Racing Brotherhood in 9th, Michael Quast from TMX in 10th, and Stevie J. Martin from Pacific Esports in 11th. In the Pro-Ams, I should say, Brandon Levin is leading it out there by 78 points. He's had some cracking performances this far this season, but Joel Ostenwald has been putting the pressure on immensely, especially in the last 2 rounds from the 266 Sim Racing team. In third place, we've got Jared Wickman from the Syndicate Racing team. In fourth, Troy Dooley from Performance Sim Racing. Peter Sattler from Angry Birds in fifth, Daniel Clutterbuck, TMX in sixth, Andrew Cowman from Performance Sim Racing in 7th, Mitchie Noble from the Sim Brotherhood in 10th, followed by his teammate Jacob Trainer and Timothy Miles concurrently in 9th and 10th. Kurt Nommensen from Revolution E-Racing is sitting in 11th. Jared Williams from Dark Horse Racing 12th. Mason Martin, Pacific Esports Racing 13th, and Kai Jones from Sideways Esports 14th, and Hayden Cupid in 15th. Let's have a look at the pointy end as we battle it out, and these boys are getting ready, and the warm-up is just about finished. Ryan Mueller is leading them out there at the moment at 894 points. He has got Ryan Nielsen from BAR in second place by 44 points. Stevie Banks, the team principal, is up there fighting for a title as well, and third in the championship thus far with 126 points adrift from the top spot. Jonathan Gallup of Pacific Esports Racing is in fourth. Will Buchanan from the Revolution E-Racing team is in fifth. Blake Kirkhart, Pacific Esports in sixth. Peter Pav in 7th from the same team, and Will Morgan from Pacific Esports Racing in 8th. James Scott, finding his way back from a couple of weeks away from the Chiefs, is in 9th spot. Jas Nova from JR Racing in 10th. Ricky Durnham from JR Racing in 11th. Joshua Horton from Esports in 12th. And Ryan Cox from Team SRW Motorsports in 13th. That's the lay of the land, ladies and gents. And qualifying is just about to hit it. The boys are all piling out onto the track with a little bit of rain forecast, and the lights are on, so this could be a very interesting run tonight. Thank God there's no fog. Welcome to the room downstairs, Kobe with the buttons that he's pushing, and beside me, Mr. James Watson. How you doing, Mr. Watson?
Doing good. This one's going to be an interesting one. This is, to me, a very underrated circuit. I don't hear a whole lot of praise for it on the internet, which is a shame because this has always been a place I believe anything. It isn't the best when it comes to overtaking opportunities and on-track action. However, you tend to see that a lot in the Grand Prix. You know, it's widely regarded as one of the hardest tracks to pass on. The Hungarian Monaco, if you will. So it's going to be interesting to watch everyone try to make their way through the field here. You hope that you get a good qualifying spot and you don't lose that track position. Otherwise, you might not be getting it back.
Very true, mate. Very true. The qualifying is always tough out on these, especially when it's red and when you've got all these cars beside each other too. But a couple of these lads are already making their way around. We'll start to see some times falling at the moment. We've got Will Buchanan on the bottom screen and Ben O'Connell doing a bit of a drift and just giving us that Syndicate Racing logo right there, smack bang in the middle of the screen. Having a look to see if this system will let me get the qualifying times up like it usually just does on its own. And tonight it's gone, no, yeah, I'm not doing it, but we'll see what happens. I don't know what to expect out there tonight, mate. There's a bit of rain on show, but don't know if it's going to be anything too spectacular with this track. It's a great track. I don't mind it at all. Lots of runoff, so that the boys can get out of each other's way. And as we start seeing the times come across the bottom of the screen, that's as they've all done their outlaps. They're all starting to go on their first lap.
Well, looking at the forecast, it is 3:12 in sim time right now, and it's 0% chance. At approximately 3:15 in sim time, it goes to a 93% chance and stays that way for at least another hour and 15 minutes. So
nice. So it's gonna get wet and stay wet.
Yes. Excellent.
That's okay. We can handle a bit of wet and staying wet as the boys are coming around. We're expecting a few people that we know are really good in the wet. Will Buchanan is a bit of a master out there. Ryan Mueller is an absolute weapon in the wet. Chris Tomlin, extremely fast in the wet in the AMs as well. So there's going to be some critical points for tonight based around some classes as well. Well, Buchanan obviously setting the second fastest sector. He's setting the fastest lap obviously at this point, so there's plenty of time to get others up and around him in the time scale. Everyone on wets, which is good to see. As these cars sound spectacular coming through. Oh, as Buchanan comes across the line, we're starting to get some times now. Levin's coming across with a couple of greens as well. Ryan Mueller is set a 2:03.042 as the fastest lap. Will Morgan's coming through with a couple of purple sectors now as well. He's gone straight to the top of the charts with a 2:02.599. All greens out there. Everyone's improving on laps, starting to settle in on these tyres. Johnny Gallen's got himself papaya in the second sector. We're starting to see some times laid down now for top 10 has come through, and a difference of 5 seconds. We have not seen a gap that big, 4.5 seconds I should say, between the top 10 at the moment. But they're all starting to head him up. Will Buchanan is coming across in a beautiful purple sector in the first one. Let's see how he translates that for the second sector as he's coming across down the back. You can just see him on lower screen at the moment. He's coming through the back end of the course. Top screen is Brandon Levin fighting the wetness out there at the moment. He has got himself a second sector green. He is following Will by a certain distance behind. Tell you what, these sectors are bloody big. We've been with Buchanan all the way from the first sector. He's got a purple in the second sector. He's starting to set a bit of a pattern here at the moment. So it looks like he's coming around for a good time. Good time, wet time. Let's have a look. Here he comes across the final sector. He's coming around the final corner in the bottom square. He's wiggled that tail a little bit as he's come across the line. He is gone into the top spot just as Ryan Mueller set a time of 2:02.112. He's come across the line, the 2:01.237, 8/10 on that time. Wow, that is a spectacular bit of pace there. I lie, that's about 9/10.88. Wow, that is spectacular bit of pace there. Buchanan could be a force to reckon with tonight.
I think that's putting it mildly. I mean, we've seen him dominate in the rain before. You know, I think back to Mexico City last season, so it's absolutely no surprise to see Will put in a monster lap time like this. But you know, Mueller's going to have something to counter with here in the next bit or so.
Definitely. Jaron Wickman from the Syndicate has got himself up into third, so great bit of pace there. Will Morgan fourth. Ben O'Connell's the Syndicate second driver is up in fifth, so those boys have been doing. Joel Oostenval he's got himself up into sixth place. He's battling it with Brandon Levin. Where is Levin at the moment? He is yet to set a lap. Will Buchanan has come out in firing form. He is already set a purple sector in the first sector already. So he is on fire tonight, ladies and gents. It's going to be interesting to see how Ryan can battle that. Ryan's in front of him by a couple of car lengths at the moment, not in a tow. You can just see him in the bottom picture in front of him there. Ryan is setting a time as well. All greens at this point. It doesn't need to be all purple unless the purple person you're competing with is setting all purples. It's going to be a tough fight between both those, throwing down the hammer. No James Scott tonight by the look of it. He's obviously other way occupied. Here we go. Will Buchanan crosses the line. Is he going to make a big difference? 4 purples, a 2. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. A 2 flat, 0.731. Whoa. And Ryan is come across with a 2:01.421. So that is 7/10 a difference at the moment. And in third place, it is nearly, what is it? It is 1.76. So the gap, those two boys are leading it out at the moment. No one else is a 2:01 yet. Everyone's in the 2:02s at this point. A few little battles going on with the boys across the back of the field. I'm just going to see. Mr. Scott, can you just, Mr. Watson, can you just check the format tonight? I think tonight's a full 60-minute.
It is.
There you go, full 60-minute. I'm just going to check on my other screen the ladder for these boys just to see where some of these battles are coming through at the moment. So we've got... pointy end, obviously, Ryan Mueller, Ryan Nielsen, top 2. There's 44 points difference. Will Buchanan is a fair bit behind there. He's 200 points behind Ryan Mueller, so he needs to do something really special tonight and hope that no one else has a decent run. In the Pro-Ams...
Yeah, and so far Nielsen hasn't even gotten a lap time in. This is looking pretty disastrous for him so far.
Yeah, he's really struggling to get it out there. He needs to be up there and fighting with it. He definitely needs to be going forward. I can't see the bloody... Yeah, what are we going to do with you? I can't see the AM or the Pro-Am ladder in the system that Mr. Cowie's got, but it looks like this could be it. So Brandon Levin and Oostenwald are only 78 points a gap. So at the moment, Brandon Levin's got himself up into 5th place, so he's done a job there while I was looking away, and 5 places ahead of Ustenval. So that's going to be a bit of a fight we're going to see tonight. But Jared Wickman's not out of that battle yet either, and neither is Troy Dooley with the points that are going to be on the board for tonight. Brett Taylor, Scotty Weston, as we have a quick look at where they are sitting at the moment, we have got Brett Taylor in 8th place with a cracking bit of form, and Scotty Weston in 19th. So Scotty's got a bit of work to do still to get out there. And we've still got Nielsen and Jared Williams to set a time as well. So we're waiting for those two guys to get across.
Meanwhile, Peter Pav just dumped it on the exit of turn 4 hard into the wall.
Hard in the wall. Not always a good thing. We are down to the last 3 minutes. So tonight being a full 60-minute run, it's going to be critical to get a nice pit and keep it steady for tonight. You've got 3 minutes left. That means that whoever crosses the line before the 15 minutes over will get to complete their final lap, unlike when we have a feature race. So be interested to see how these lads go. A few people setting. Will Morgan setting a second sector into the green. I've got the camera stuck on the wrong person, don't I? As you can see, some of these boys coming through. Will Morgan's in the green down there, coming through the back of the trees in the Pelican Beast. Buchanan is not seeming to improve much at all. Brett Taylor has got himself a second sector green as well, so it's a bit of a battle there between himself and Scotty Weston. Scotty Weston's got it up to 12th. Good to see there. We've got Brandon Levin still in 5th and Ustenval in 10th. So there's that battle going on as we speak. In the pros, we need Jacob Trainer to do, Ryan Nielsen to do something. He's still on the wets and not doing much at all as he's actually out there on track now. He's got a couple of greens coming through as I go to the screen with him on it at the moment, see if he can make some sort of impact into the top sector. Here he comes across the line. Is he going to be able to get up to the pointy end? All greens are flat 200. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. Where's it going to get him? It's got him nowhere. Was there an off track? There must have been an off track. It didn't count.
Yeah.
Wow, he's really struggling for it out there. That was a flat 200. So he was in there around between Ryan Mueller and Buchanan by the look of it. But because it wasn't a final lap, it didn't count. That's going to suck for him. At the top, we've got Brandon Levin coming through. We've got the last 50 seconds. So we'll be seeing a few people crossing across what they can do. Ryan Mueller is going to be... Ryan Nielsen is on the bottom lap, so he's got through there in time. This lap will definitely count for him. He just needs to keep it clean and see how he goes through. Will Buchanan at the moment, ladies and gents, is leading it out with a 2-second flat 0.316. Whoop. Ryan Mueller just improved by a couple of shades with a 2.074. Oh, Nielsen's given up that lap. He is giving up that lap. He is going to be at the back. He is going to have to work his tush off for this championship tonight, ladies and gents. He's not going to be happy. He looks like he might have left the server. No, he's back. He's probably trying to change something in the setups at the moment and see what he can do. Blake Urquhart is out there with a bit of pace at the moment as well. Coming through, he's just set his lap. Where's he gone? Has he improved? He has gone to 8th place. In the top few spots, they're all in the pit, so they've decided to leave it as it is. Will Buchanan, Ryan Mueller, Will Morgan is still out there. Is he coming through? He is just gone through. Has he improved? He has not improved. He's done a 2:01.417. Brandon Levin is still out there on track. Is he going to be able to do anything with it? Will Morgan actually, his laps is still counting. He's got a first sector purple. How the hell did he manage that? I thought he'd missed out on that. Why is my camera not picking him up? Here he is. coming through on the second screen. He's flying through there, going a bit sideways as he's coming through. Morgan's in there for a crack. Purple first sector. Is he going to be able to knock these boys off out of nowhere? And his teammate Ryan Mueller off second place. That's a big question. He's got the purple sector for there. Scotty Weston's got a green improved in his second sector, so he's still fighting it out with Brett Taylor. He's 4 places behind. Brandon Levin has got Oosterwald behind him. Levin is coming across the line right now. Is he going to be able to pull away from Oosterwald at the moment? Has he improved his time coming across? He has not. He has not. He's still in 5th place. Oostenval in 6th place. Will Morgan coming through. He got a papaya for his second sector, so he's battling it through. The rear end is getting a bit loose on him. Let's see how he goes.
Oh, he's bringing it in.
Going into the pits. Going into the pits. He got himself out of there and done. That is our qualifying done, ladies and gents. Everyone has completed a lap. I don't think Brandon Levin's lap at the moment will count. He is out there. We'll see if the sector registers, but it shouldn't. Oh no, he's crossed the line. He's got a bit of time up his sleeve. I don't think it's going to be enough to get it through. I think he's going to be cut off because there's 47 seconds left as he's coming through. He's got a papaya in the first sector, so he has not improved. That's not his personal best at this point.
Yeah, I know the session ended about a minute and a half ago, so this is just
this
basically
is
an added practice lap.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of time to rip around and get out there. But ladies and gents, that is the checkered flag. And we are ready for Will Buchanan, Ryan Mueller fighting it out at the pointy end. Oh, my God. MK Guru, what is the difference between the pros, pro-ams, and AMs in iRating? Look, a lot of these boys don't really get out into the iRacing world. They'll be sitting out there in the racing of, with leagues and stuff like that. But you're looking at, I think it's 2,500. You've got to do 2,000 just to enter our series. And then some of these boys are like 4,000 iRacing, 3,000, 2,000. So there's a variation going from top to bottom. That's why we have a AMs, Pro, AMs, and Pros, so you can battle it all out. All right, here we go, ladies and gents. Will Buchanan from Revolution E-Racing has got himself the top spot with a flat 2 minutes 3:16, an absolutely stonking 0.759 seconds up the road. He needs to keep it clean, to keep it lean, and to get that top step. Second place is Ryan Mueller from PER, getting himself 0.759 off the back of that. Will Morgan from PER, who had the purple and a papaya for his second sector. We thought he was going to jump it up a bit. He's got himself into 4th place, 2 seconds off Will Morgan. Behind him is Brandon Levin Will Wickham from a first pro-am across the track for the Syndicate race team. And in 5th, we've got Brandon Levin from the Team SRW Motorsports team. In 6th place, Joel Oostenval from the 22266 racing team. And then we've got Ben O'Connell from the Syndicate race team, first AM across the line in 7th place. Blake Urquhart from PER in 8th place. Brett Taylor, the second AM across the line from EWT in 9th place. Daniel Clutterbuck, Pro-Am from TMX in 10th place. And as we go up the scheme of things, 11th place to Scotty Weston from EWT, who's fighting it out with his teammate, Brett Taylor, above him. Timmy Miles from the SRB Brotherhood in 12th place. Johnny Gallen from PER in 13th place. Marty Hughes, AM in PER in 14th place. Andrew Cowan from Performance Sim Racing in 15th. Peter Pav from PER in 16th. Chrissy Tomlin from LCR Esports in 17th. Pete Sadler in 18th place. Craig Healy from EWT in 19th place, and Ryan Nielsen, who did not set a time, an official time with a 2:01.316 in 20th place. Wow. We have got downstairs Greggy Barber's in there looking after the lads in and having a bit of a chin wag, while everyone else, Tyson is the race director with Stephanie Piccoli, and Jared Williams did not get to set a complete time from Rogue Racing. He's in 2:01, so he is our 21st car on the track. But ladies and gents, we are not too far from hitting the grid. We have got the time ticking down. There's about 10 seconds to go. We've got Mitchie out there. Howdy lads, won't be racing all of this week. I'm currently in Cindy undergoing the start of my Masters Tech training. Good luck there, mate. Hopefully you're not distracted by the girlfriend. Good luck with the training. We have got the boys all starting out there, getting ready to rumble. Second camera is going to go on Mr. Marty Hughes in the middle of the pack. Let's see how these lads go and how much action we're going to see tonight as the track seems to have dried a little bit. The rain has stopped, but it's still very, very wet out on track. Ladies and gentlemen, this is round 7 of the Warren and Brown V8 Supercars Championship, and we are green, green, green. All go, go. As we summon the cars, Marty Hughes takes the inside line up against the wall like Daniel Ricciardo. Hopefully he doesn't hit the gutter. Here we got them coming up the top. Will Buchanan, Will Morgan, Brandon Levens made a few places. Time to get inside line. Not sure what happened to Ryan Mueller. Looks like he bogged it down a little bit because he's not up there. We'll have to have a look a little bit later on. But Will Buchanan, Will Morgan have gone up there in the first 2 places. Brandon Levin got up there nicely. Jared Wickman is putting the pressure on Brandon Levin already with Joel Ustenval behind them as well. Blakey Urquhart off track, the front 2 guys, but that's just the track they're taking liberties with. What is going on? Look at the beautiful bit of work there by Brandon Levin and Jared Williams. Will Morgan just lost a bit of traction going out wide there, looks like it, and got himself passed by 2 cars at the same time. But they've gone, Levin has gone forward. What's going on? Buchanan has lost a bit of traction as well. And here we go, side by side, Jared Wickman and Will Buchanan going through the chicane. Wickman has gone through on top of Buchanan. The pace that we've seen these boys have early in the race must be struggling with the setups, or what the hell's going on, I'm not sure. But at the moment, Brandon Levin has settled himself straight away and pulled away 8/10. Joel Ustenval is putting the pressure on Jared Wickman at the moment. He is coming across as well. The rest of the field, as you can see at the bottom screen, has come through nicely, all coming through without any issues. A few passes here and there, but mostly staying in their places. Johnny Gallen is up 3 places. Daniel Clutterbuck Gallen up 5. Clutterbuck up 3. Urquhart up 3. Joel Ustenval up 3. Brandon Levin up 4. As we can see these boys coming around the corner. Just what the name at the top of the screen if you can. Coves, but look at this, 2 by 2. What's going on? Oh, dude. Some of these boys have gone out on dries.
That's
Wickman
what I
and
was
Morgan
wondering.
are out on dries. That's why they're fallen back in the field so far and so fast. I'm not sure if that's an error or they're expecting it to. Ryan Mueller is gone as well. Mueller was out on dries. He's gone back in the pits. Pete Sadler is out on dries. So Mueller has gone out in dries and he's coming through the pits as we go. Whoa, that is a bit of a kick in the tonsils. Whoa,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if these guys just automatically had the system set up that way and didn't quite realise it, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it probably was a calculated risk. The calculation just didn't work out, and I was wondering with the massive difference in pace.
Well, we saw Will Buchanan, who just destroyed everyone out there today in the lead up to the qualifying and everything. Now we've got Ryan Mueller. He's playing catch up. That is a big kick for him because he was outright leader in a big way. So he's got a lot of work to do at the moment. Will Buchanan is now fighting it out there with Johnny Gallen. Gallen is on the back of him. Gallen needs to get in front of him and slow him down so his teammate Ryan Mueller can get there and catch up to him a bit. But Brandon Levin
And there he goes, he's by. And here comes another Pelican to follow through, Morgan.
Oh, they're going to just block him here. Look at this. Oh, my God. Will Buchanan's world has just turned into a heap of white feathers in front of him. That's going crazy. Sessions says it's very hot, very lightly wet, which is usually the point where you can get away with it. Well, I'm not sure very lightly wet because the rooster tail is quite considerable. But we'll see how it goes. It might be a temperature contribution as well, as we see Buchanan finding his way through. Ryan Mueller is really putting that rooster tail in parts of that track is quite considerable, probably a lot more than lightly wet. Blake Urquhart has set the fastest lap with a 2:02.521 in 4th place. Oostenval has been passed by Urquhart now, as we can see them coming through. Look at this in the top of the screen, ladies and gents. Buchanan has got a barrel of them coming at him. They're a bit too wide behind him coming through. That looks like that's Scotty Weston, Andrew Cameron, Chris Tomlin, Ryan Nielsen. Nielsen is coming through the pack, working his way up 5 places, so he's got a lot of work to do. But the thing is, Nielsen and Ryan Mueller are fighting for some massive title points, and Ryan Nielsen couldn't have asked for anything better to happen. He is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places ahead of Ryan Mueller, so he needs to maintain that and catch up all the way through.
What a save!
I didn't see that, unfortunately, but let's have a look at here. Cowan's coming through. They're battling it through nicely tight. 2 wide coming through, and the boys in front of him. We can see straight away that you've got Ryan Nielsen and Marty Hughes going 2 wide in front of Cowan. Cowan's tucked in just behind now. Oh, he's got a little bit of closing the door over the top of him then. Cowan's got Craig Healy. Marty Hughes shut that door a little bit across Cowan, but Cowan just backed off and pulled it away as quick as he could. It looks like the track might be drying up a little bit now, but let's have a look at the temperature out there, because I reckon it's not hot enough to get any action going up the pointy end to dry this track up too much. I don't think there'd be much wind as well.
It is 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Whatever that is in Celsius.
Bugger all.
Yeah. 16C.
16 degrees, so that track's not going to dry out very much at all. Is there much wind out there? I can't see that. But we'll go to the bottom cam. And Buchanan's gone round. Buchanan has gone round.
Oh, no.
He's just missed the car coming around the corner. He was very lucky. It looks like it might be a slight drizzle out there as well. So I think it might be raining at the same time. We'll have to check to see in car to see if we can see. No windscreen wipers are working, so no, it's definitely not raining. But have a look, he's hit that green stuff and sent him white. Oh, he nearly caught it.
Oh, no.
Oh, evasive action there. Evasive action there. Looks like that was Ryan Nielsen coming through there and just got out of the way. My goodness, that could have been a mess. This is the rear cam down the bottom. This is the mist coming off the back of Buchanan's car. So there's still a fair bit of wetness out there, peoples. So it's going to be interesting to see. Have a look at Will Morgan. This is the smoke he's getting off the back of his car. So there's still a bit of mist coming through. Look at them 2 wide coming through. Morgan's doing a bit of work there. He's trying to get himself back on track. He's got Scotty Weston on the inside line. He's gone a bit too deep, Morgan. He's going to get a slow down there. He can't serve that on the race line. Weston has gone past him. Weston's gone past him, and so has, is that Chris Tomlin having a go? That's Morgan. Tomlin is having a go right now. He's trying to get on the inside line of him with a bit of wet. Oh, he's out on that greasy side, and he's got it done past Will Morgan. Will Morgan is a world of pain right now because he's just been passed by Timmy Miles as well. So that is him on dries, trying to battle it through and maintaining that. He's sticking it out. So is Will Buchanan. He's sticking it out too. Peter Pav is sticking it out. Peter Sattler as well, but he is off track at this point. I'm not sure how smart this would have been because with 20 minutes around the 25-minute mark, if they can keep these tyres not getting too hot, they'll get the pit strategy to go, oh, look how wide he's gone right there. Who was that? That was Blake Urquhart taking the external line. I'm not sure if he was passing off the line, but we'll see how that goes. Whew.
Yeah, I think he might have thought he was at Spa for a moment, was trying to use the grass to block them tires.
I think so. I think so. But the mid pack, a bit of a wiggle there by Chris Tomlin. Tomlin's rear end is everywhere. He's got Timmy Miles putting pressure on him. You can see the mid packs are getting the battles going. Miles is having a look in his beautifully gold car. He's trying to get underneath Tomlin, but Tomlin's picking a straight line through the middle to make sure he hasn't got that much room. He's not going too wide, not going too far in. He's just blocking the run up beautifully as he's come through. Top screen, we've got Brandon Levin. He's got Wickman 6/10 off the back of him. Blake Urquhart 1.1, slowly catching up. The battle pack is coming back to the front runners at the moment. Ben O'Connell 5/10. Daniel Clutterbuck is up there as well. Johnny Gallen is getting close to as well. Ryan Mueller on the wets down the bottom in 19th place. Is just in the fastest lap of the 2:01.381. So he is hunting like crazy at the moment. He is just about to catch up to Jared Williams and put the pressure on down there as they're both chasing down Will Buchanan from Revolution E-Racing. Woof. How did we end up? Well, we ended up with a Pro-Am 1-2 overall because the other guys that were at the pointy end, the 1, 2, 3, were all on dry tyres. So you blink and it all goes south. But tell you what, we are at the first 10 minutes have passed. We're at the 12-minute mark. And Levin's doing a reasonably good job out the front there. Jared Wickman is also doing a cracking job. He is slowly coming up to him. They're now 5/10. Blake Urquhart has now caught these boys as well. So now it's a three-way battle. Now all of a sudden, Wickman has got Blake Urquhart in his windscreen, and he's going to have to worry about him because Urquhart is a bit of a weapon out here at the moment in these conditions. So hopefully that will give up, for me anyway, hopefully that'll give Brandon Levin a bit of breathing room. Joel Oostenval is dropping off these boys, the 266 Sim Racing team. He's dropping off them at the moment. But Blakey Urquhart looks like he must have had a bit of a slide across the rear end, lost some traction coming out of that last corner because these boys at the pointy end, Levin and Wickman, pulled away 1.2 seconds away from them. Nielsen up 12, must be his plate.
Big sideways for Wickman right there.
Yeah, I missed that. I just blinked and looked at the YouTube chat, but the boys are traversing the track quite nicely. Another one, Tomlin going sideways as well down the middle of the pack. As we can see them all hunting each other down. Ryan Mueller has just passed Jared Wickman and got himself around him at the moment. He's got a bit of work to do. He is down the road from Buchanan a full 3 seconds, 3.6 seconds. This is building up into a big tail here. Blake Urquhart's brought that back to 6/10. He was down to a minute bit. So he's brought that back a bit. Oh, look at the rear end of Wickman there, just feathering it through and just making it drift around that corner. Looks like Buchanan's car's a little bit more settled than Wickman's. He's been able to get in there and underneath him. We're on board with him at the moment. Wickman's wiggling around everywhere as we can see Blake Urquhart on the bottom screen hunting him down. Inside view from Wickman, outside view. You can see him having a look. Urquhart's having a look on the inside line. Is he going to be able to do it under brake?
Oh, he's locking up. He's locking up.
Great bit of work. Over under, is he going to be able to hold it? The rear end is everywhere as he's come through with all that pace. Still side by side. It's still anyone's corner as he's coming through. Urquhart has got the inside line. The rooster tail growing through the back of there. He's done a job nicely on the inside of Wickman. The pressure is off. Wickman is now going for it and going to try to win it back. He got a fantastic exit out of there as Urquhart has gone a little bit wider and taken the full apex of the track. But it looks like it could be Urquhart's from here onwards. All you can see now is Brandon Levin. He has got 9/10 with Urquhart chasing him down. Fastest lap between these guys. Urquhart is about 3/100ths faster than Brandon Levin in outright pace. But the last lap, they've done exactly a 2:02.550. So the battle coming through. Oostenval has backed off the 1.3 seconds. Ben O'Connell from the syndicate as well has dropped off too. Daniel Clutterbuck is starting to put pressure on Brent O'Connell, but bottom of the screen, you can still see these boys battling it out. They're not letting it go. Wickman is putting the pressure on. There's 2 tenths between them at the moment. He is opening up the track as much as he can to maintain the pace through these corners, and it looks like some of these lines are starting to dry out a little bit. You can see the rooster tail in some section disappearing, and then all of a sudden just coming back. You can see the inside line, the water is standing there. The inside straight race line here, it's still not completely dry across most of those areas.
I would like to point out that we have twice as many AMs in the top 10 as we do pros.
Yeah, AMs have done really well, but you know what? Your pros all went out on dries, so Will Morgan's still out there on dries, which is amazing. Same as Buchanan. Buchanan's just been passed by Ryan Mueller, so I just missed that one. Unfortunately, sorry, people. And he's done a cracking bit of work there. Mueller is still got the fastest lap with a 2:01.381. He is now chasing down Craig Healy from EWT as we're coming across. The bottle for the battle, Blake Urquhart is still 1.2 seconds now at the back of Brandon Levin. Brandon Levin's last lap was not bad at all, but 3:10 slower. But Urquhart must have had a bit of a slide or something after he crossed the line.
Yeah, but, you know, this is what I love about races like these. Not necessarily rain specific, but like, you know, full downpours are fun, but there's something to be said about these changing conditions races where it's transitioning from wet or dry or vice versa. And, you know, having to do all the calculations in your head, figure out what you actually need to do, what's going to be the best strategy, when do I change tires, do I start with these specific tires? You know, full rain really shows off the driver's skills, but conditions like this show off the driver's minds.
Yeah, it is definitely, yes, you're spot on there. It's on your brain. You're always constantly watching where the puddles are, where the tyre temperatures are. Having a look at this right now, Ryan Nielsen's chasing down Chris Tomlin in the bottom screen. There's 4 of them right on top of each other. Scotty Weston's a bottleneck. You've got Tomlin next, Ryan Nielsen third, Timmy Miles fourth.
Gustavall in.
Oh, who was that? Gustavall in. Oostenval is in with the 43-minute mark, so he is gone out there at with 16 minutes. Is he going to try the dries? I don't know about that. I don't know if that's ready for the dries just yet. The fastest dry out there is a 2:03. Incorrect. 2:01 by Will Buchanan, but Will Buchanan is way back there, way back. Ryan Nielsen up 11 places with the wets. What's Oostenval done? Has he stayed out on?
Oh. Well, considering he just hit the wall, I think he might have put on the slicks.
He's put dries. He's put on dries. He's gone and taken the risk to see, and he's taken the risk, man. You got to give it to him for taking the risk. He's out there. Is he trying to? I don't know if it's the right move just yet. Might have been a touch early. Will Buchanan on the dries is just past Ryan Mueller. They're switching down the back there. Let's have a look what's going on here. Did Ryan have an episode?
My Lord.
Look at that, too wide. You've got Buchanan on the dries, Mueller on the wets. Is it dry enough now for the wets? It looks like it might be. Yes, look at that.
Oh.
Mueller's car is sliding because the wets are overheating on him. That's, you know, what's a shame that we can't get onto a car and see what the track temperature, what the tire temperatures are and all that sort of stuff. It would be great if we could have that second view as Andrew Cowan's gone off track in the wets as well. Maybe this move by Oostenval was a good move, but Brandon Levin's so far ahead at the moment from him, because that's who his battle's with, that Levin just needs to just keep on plugging along and keep going. He's got himself a 2-second lead on Blake Urquhart. So whether he needs to go in or not isn't going to be affected of what Oostenval's done all the way back there, because he's not going to be able to impact the times enough on top of what Levin's doing. Oostenval's best is still only a 2:04. He's doing a 2:06 at the moment, whereas Levin is a 2:02. So the battles up that end are still where they are. Brett, let's have a look at Brett Taylor. He's got out there in 7th place at the moment, and he has got his teammate Scotty Weston chasing him down. You can just see them come out of those corners. So Brett is, you can just see them there, not too far away from each other. Couple of places. Scotty Weston is having a look now. He's getting passed by Ryan Nielsen. Nielsen just tucked in underneath him nicely, and you can see Scotty Weston going, and Brett Taylor's just ahead of him in the next corner in the AMS. Who have we got in the AMS fighting it out, ladies and gents? We have got, that was the AMS, sorry, Brett Taylor and Brandon Levin, Oostenval are in the top end, and then in the pros, the critical points is Ryan Mueller, Ryan Nielsen, and Stevie Banks. Banksy, is he Banksy even out there tonight? I don't think I've seen him out there. He's not. So there's a few of the boys missing tonight. He's one of them. But Blake Urquhart is representing for the Pacific East boys. He's still 1.7. He's caught up a little bit. Wickman's dropped off. O'Connell has dropped off. Clutterbuck is putting the pressure on. But then Ryan Nielsen, Scott Wilson there, they're all battling down the bottom screen at the moment. Some critical points there by Brandon Levin. And also Ryan Nielsen, who is 14 points behind Ryan Mueller. He needs to keep the space he's got now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 places. 5, 4, 20 points.
Of Cowie.
Yep.
Oh no! Buchanan, what a save!
I'll tell you what, it's getting dicey out there. Lovely bit of work. Lovely bit of work. Tell you what, is Nielsen needs to be working very hard. He needs to get out there. Cowie is still batting it there as well. You can just see him on the top screen. He's got Will Buchanan. Tried to get past you with the inside line. The rooster tail. Buchanan's on the wet, on the dries, and he's right in the wet area. He's going to try to break it. He needs to get in the dry area to slow down. He's just got his nose in there. Cowie shouldn't have let him in there. Cowie's on the wets. He should have held him out in the wet area and not let him through. But in front of him is Ryan Mueller, who got back past him just before. And them boys are coming through in spades. The battle in the back behind these boys, Ryan Mueller, Will Buchanan, Kendrick Cowan, and Craig Healy.
Side by side in the chicane, O'Connell and Clutterbuck, and O'Connell goes up in the gravel.
Yeah, O'Connell has gone out. Johnny Gallen's a bottleneck as well in the other section of the track, which I'll just go to at the moment. He has got, you can see Johnny Gallen there. He's got Brett Taylor behind him, Ryan Nielsen, Scotty Weston, Chris Tomlin, Tim Miles. All these boys are all behind him at the moment. Peter Pav has just set the fastest lap with a 2-second flat, 2:33 on dries. It is now time to change. Now time for Brandon Levin to go into the pits, I think, and get himself some dry ones on. We've got 37 left. He needs to do one more lap or 2 more laps just so he's got about 35, so he doesn't need to go for an extra pit just in case things go south in the fuel. I think 35 minutes should be plenty. So next lap might be the one to go in from Brandon Levin, because out of nowhere, Urquhart has picked up that pace. He made nearly a second and a bit in the last lap. So Brandon Levin is starting to struggle with those tyres at the moment. Bottom screen, Johnny Gallen. He's the master of the procession. He's got the boys going, and Breno Collins gone in. He's gone in for some dries as well now. I think we're going to start seeing people coming in at the halfway mark. I think this is the time to come in. Around the 35 minutes left is the time to come in and get some dries on. Brandon Levin and Blake Urquhart have pulled away from Jared Williams a full 5, nearly 6 seconds. So these boys are doing an amazing job at the pointy end. Jared Williams has just passed Oostenval on the dries. Oostenval is struggling on those dries that he's come out on. He's having a battle there with Jared Williams. It's still swatching it each way. He's got it around. Jared Williams has got it in front of him again. Oostenval's back in front of him, and they're switching across. It's not over at the moment. Williams is looking at it all the time and putting more pressure on. Oh, top screen. Urquhart's taken it very wide and got onto the green tarmac at the moment and got in there. Will Buchanan's just at a 159.493 on the dries. Ryan Mueller is on the wets. Oh, he's probably kicking himself that he didn't stick it out for a little bit longer at the moment. I thought it would have been the way to go, but it wasn't quite well there. Will Morgan starting to go at the pointy end as well. His last lap was a 158. I think the top two boys need to get into the pits ASAP before these boys behind them catch him.
And they don't.
216 just called something in. 216 Peter Pav has called something in. He's gone a bit sideways. Maybe it's something he had with Jared Williams. I'm not sure. Bottom screen, the battle pack of Scotty Weston and these boys are all nice and close. There's a few of them having a little look there. Look at that on the inside line. Will Morgan had a go through Chris Tomlin, took him beautifully just in the come to the final corner. Morgan is on fire. His lap times are dropping like crazy. Buchanan just set the fastest lap straight away. Jared Wickman's gone into the pits. That's where you would want to go at the moment. I think that's where I'd be heading if I was Brandon Levin. Or Blakey Urquhart has dropped off to 7/10 at the moment. Could be a perfect time to go in. We've got Wickman dropping there because he's gone through. Who was the other one that we saw? Wow, Oostenval. He is ripped out a 158.608 on the dries. It is now time to get on the dries. If you're out there, get on the dries, peeps, as soon as possible. We've got 34 minutes. You're going to make it to the very end. This is going to get feisty now. Brett Taylor on dries. Will Morgan on dries. He's got himself back up into 7th place. He's going to be critical. He will now lead. If Brandon Glevin and Blake Urquhart don't go into pits right now, they're going to come out around Will Morgan, and Morgan's going to be there in front of them. The point is going to be they're going to have fresher dry tyres than he will on a lighter car as well. Less wear in those tyres, so they're going to have that advantage. But they need to go in now, otherwise they're going to miss it and get overrun by Will Morgan. And once he's out there in front on his own, he is just going to be in cruise control. What's going through Ryan Mueller's mind right now? What am I going to be able to achieve? I've got to do out here and just maximise points tonight as much as I can. He's just got to get himself as close as possible to Ryan Nielsen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places, 4 sixes, 24 points between them at the moment. I'm pretty sure it's 4 points a position. Correct me if I'm wrong downstairs, Barbs. Brain is a bit fuzzy. Buchanan is in the pits. Buchanan is gone in.
Yeah, and with this being a full-length race, basically, you know, these points are worth a lot more than a sprint round or a super sprint round. So this is, we saw a big wiggle from Morgan right there. This is just not a race that you can afford to have a bad race, to put it mildly.
I'll tell you what, man.
The strategy just worked out, cost him so much points.
Brandon Levin is still doing some cracking time. His last lap was a 2:01, so he's not. It's not that big a, it's a second and a half on some of these boys, but that's when they got toes. Most of them are averaging around the 2 second mark, so he's still doing well there. But I think he still needs to get in there as soon as possible. Will Morgan is up into 4th place. He's gonna take tonight out. Morgan has got this in his hands at the moment. Here we go. 448, Ben O'Connell has got himself a 30-second time penalty. I think it was 30 seconds. 448. 15 was it? Sorry, thank you for correcting me. For not holding his brakes. Marty Hughes has just set the fastest lap of the 157. Now that's telling. That is huge. That is a big difference. That's 2.5 seconds. Urquhart's in the pits. He is gone in. Let's have a look where he's going to come out. Urquhart's in the pits. He's not speeding good. He's made it through nice and safely. Daniel Clutterbuck's gone in as well. It's going to be out. Will Morgan hasn't pitted yet. He started on dries, but he's got himself back up to pointy ends. So he's still got a pit. Man. If you're listening to me, Brandon, get in the bloody pits, man. Get in there and pit. Because the time difference on the dries, even on the outlap, is going to be significant. And he's just done he's just done his fastest lap, a 2-second flat, 0.034. So he's doing well, but it is 2.5 tenths of what Marty Hughes is doing in the AMs. Both got it on that camera. Okay, here he comes. Blake Urquhart comes out in front of. He comes out in front of Joel. Oh, behind Joel Oostenval. Urquhart goes offline to avoid contact. So he's come out behind Oostenval, and Oostenval is nearly 2 seconds. So Brandon Levin needs to go in now. So he doesn't, otherwise Oostenval's going to overtake him on the pit strategy. He's going to have the better tyres coming into the dry area, but it's not going to be the case. Barbs, what is the points difference per position? Is it 6 points or 4 points for tonight? Well, as I hear my message go off, it's someone telling me.
Yeah, you have to imagine Levin finally brings it in this lap.
So Barbs is just 4 points. Thanks, Barbs. I thought it was 4. Penalty messages, yes, it's not coming up when we're in split screen mode for some reason. We'll have to work on that. I'm not sure if it's possible at the moment. It's only available in the single screen. Which we do spend a lot of time in these days because there's so many battles going on up and down the field. I'm just looking where to go, mate. The massive battle there behind Brett Taylor in 3rd place. Oh, they're all going in. They're all going in. Brett Taylor onwards. Look at this. There's a count. Oh, wow. Taylor, West, Brandon Levin's led them in. So let's see where Brandon Levin comes out on Oostenval and those boys that are leading him around. I've got them on the bottom screen, so they'll all be in a bit of a race in the pits there. They've got to be careful who's in the right place and who's not in the right place because they're going to get a bit of contact. Levin's coming out. Here we go. Levin's coming out. He's come out behind Oostenval. He has come out behind Oostenval. Just look at him. He's just past him as he comes around the corner. This is going to be a race to the very end between those two boys because at the moment, Levin's going to have the fresher tyres. He needs to get a bit of heat into them, and he is going to be chasing down Oostenval, who's been on those tyres since lap 8. Lap 8. Is he going to have enough fuel? The question is as well. That's going to be very, very interesting. Nielsen has got himself in a great position. 1, 2, 3 places from Mueller. Mueller is making his way back. He's fighting it through. He is on dries now as well. So he's done his second pit coming through all that as well. He is going to hunt down Ryan Nielsen now. And at the moment, Nielsen has only got 1, 2, 3. He's got 12 points that he's sort of crawled back from the battle that they've got. Oostenval and Levin at the moment. Levin is going to still have a hold on this championship at the moment.
Oh no,
points.
Jonathan Gallen.
Oh, Johnny Gallen has done a rhinoplasty.
It's a mountain time now.
Hopefully it doesn't go dark and he needs the lights because he ain't got none. Brett Taylor is on the back of, here we go, Chris Tomlin. Scotty Weston is having a great little stoush down the bottom here at the moment. Look at this, side by side. Oh, my God, Timmy Miles is having a look on the inside line. He's going to go under brakes. Is he taking inside line? He's done it. He's made, oh, Johnny Gallen. Oh, is that how that's his second spin, down the main straight, rear end all over the place. Oh, he's lost that thing everywhere. Will Morgan, we did say this, that he is going to have to pit at some point. He is going in right now. Let's see where he comes out. I'm going to take it to Will Morgan on the bottom screen. As the ladies and gents, he is coming. He's in the pits at the moment. getting a bit of a service done. Tyres are getting changed. As he's come out of there, is he going to be able to come out anywhere? He needs to be careful, John, that he's not going to bounce it into someone. All right, Will Morgan is coming out, ladies and gents, and he's coming out behind Ryan Mueller by the look of it. Mueller's coming down the main straight now, and it's not... Oh, there he is there. Mueller can just see him come around the corner. You can see there he is. Will Morgan, his teammate, is just there, and Ryan is following him through as we speak. Wow, this is getting really close. Will Buchanan just set the fastest lap of the 152.
Oh, there's Levin. Here he comes.
Look at Levin go. He's taken the back from Oosterwald. He is on fire tonight, man. He is showing some amazing driving in the latter part of this season. The setups from PPD are helping him very much. Oh, he's gone out wide. He's drifted it. He's opened it up again. He's done a great job there, keeping Oosterwald away. Oosterwald is 2/10 off the back of him. Blake Urquhart is 3/10 behind him. Jared Williams 8th. Daniel Clutterbuck is putting pressure on Urquhart as well. At the moment, not on Urquhart, on Wickman at the moment in the bottom screen. But Levin is having a crack a bit of run. But you know what? They're not the fastest. These top 5 are not the fastest guys on track. Will Buchanan's done a 152.967 in 6th place. But he is 13 seconds from the top. So there's a lot of work to be done. Ryan Mueller is still 2 places behind Ryan Nielsen. So the battle there, Brett Taylor and Scotty Weston. The AMs are down there battling as well. Brett Taylor, at the moment, he is he the lead AM? He is in 10th place as well. Crack a bit of work. Our Pro-Ams are top 2. Levin and Oosterwald have got the top step. Our lead pro is in 3rd place, and he is 2.5 seconds off there. Blake Urquhart.
Oh my God,
place.
Daniel Clutterbuck absolutely airmailed it.
And into the wall. No, he's missed the wall.
Oh,
that gives a bit of breathing space. Here's the here it is. He's missed. Oh, he's missed the brake point. He's missed the brake point. He's gone to the right into the wet, and that's cost him a whole heap of track. He's just missed the wall, ladies and gents. That was so close. Oh, Clutterbuck and Taylor Taylor is going to get some pressure from Clutterbuck now. Timmy Miles is on Scotty Weston in the bottom screen. The boys at the top end have opened it up a bit. Oosterwald set it earlier on fresh tyres, set a 155.822 as his fastest. Levin's come out in his second lap with a 154.473. Still 2 seconds shy of what Will Buchanan is doing out there. Very, very fast Buchanan, the 152.212. That is crazy pace out there.
Man, another big wiggle from Wickman, and now he has his hands absolutely full. There comes Buchanan.
Oh.
Easy passes. Wickman's way off.
Yeah, he was trying to cool his tyres down.
Or at least that's the story he'll tell.
Yeah. Scotty Weston's got a battle on his hands down the bottom. He has got my brain just went. Tim Miles. Brotherhood, yeah, all over the back of him. This has got to be the driver of the year from Brandon Levin at the moment. He's still not the fastest guy out there, but enough to get away by the look of it. We are down to the last 22 minutes. Is that going to be enough? Will Buchanan is 8 seconds behind, and at the moment his average lap pace is it's not too far. 153.96 for Will Buchanan and 153.944 for Brandon Levin, who's just set his personal best. So he's it's going to be interesting. Ryan Nielsen 152.4 last lap, so he is getting on the back of Jared Wickman at the moment. So I'm going to just go there for the bottom screen because we're seeing that he needs to pull away from Ryan Mueller. Mueller is behind.
That
was Cowie.
Yeah, Cowie.
I think it was Cowie. The back markers rotated around. What's Cowie doing? We have to do Cowie doing Cowie things like we do for Mitch. Need Benny Hill music? No. For who? Cowie? Oh, what happened there? Did Cowie move into him, or did he just come around the corner and slap? Oh, no. Oh, I tell you what, I'm not sure if Cowie's going to get done for moving or not then, because I couldn't tell where the other car was when he started moving. But at the moment, ladies and gents, we are down to the last 21 minutes. Brendan Levin is out there being chased down by Oostenval. Oostenval is 2.82 seconds behind. Black Urquhart is 2.3. Ryan Nielsen is 11.71 seconds behind him. He has got a long way to go. Jared Wickman's behind him, 1/10, 1.3. Will Buchanan, the fastest guy on track at the moment, is 3/10 behind, so he's got a bit of work to do. But the thing is, the pivotal point is that Ryan Nielsen has pulled away a couple of spots from Mueller. 1, 2, 3. He's got 4 spots away, so he has got himself 16 points back onto Mueller. So the battle at the pointy end is still very close. There is 16 points. The gap before this race was 44 points, so he's got still a lot of work to do. As we can see them going side by side. Craig Healy, look at the wiggles there. Is he wiggling on purpose or not? Tomlin is just in the wets, going flat out for there. Tomlin is still on wet tyres at the moment, so he was out there cooling his tyres at the moment, trying to get a bit of heat out of his car rather than in. All the times for the first time in this race have opened up for more than a second everywhere on the grid. This is the first time in this race that this has happened. So the times are going to start coming back to each other, because we've just seen everyone come through the pits. The telltale styling is Joel Oostenval did it at lap 8. Brandon Levin at lap 15. So going in early is probably cooked his tyres a bit, and maybe he's doing also a little bit of fuel saving at this point as well, because he's dropped down to 153s. Everyone else has pretty much pitted around lap 15, 13 and 16. Will Morgan was at lap 16, so he's going to have the freshest tyres out there, and he is chasing down Will Buchanan at the moment, 2.36. But Will Buchanan is putting pressure on the bottom screen at the moment. Beautiful wiggle on the inside line as he's come in the final corner and done a beautiful pass there on Jared Wickman. Coming down, is Jared going to be able to hold on and keep at least a fingertip to him and try to hold on to him for as long as possible? No, he's not, because I tell you what, the pace difference across that final lap was 1.2 seconds at the base of that thing, and he is gone 5/10 behind him already after the entry of Buchanan was around 3/10. All right. Will Morgan is now cunting down and going for Jared Wickman as well. Morgan has got he can taste the blood in the water by the look of it. Johnny Gallen is in the pits coming out now. He's fixed up the rhinoplasty. Clutterbuck is in there as well. Alrighty. We are down to the last 17 and a bit minutes now, peeps. Time to start coming back. Down the bottom screen, you can see Will Morgan battling it out, fighting it for a bit of a battle there with Jared Wickman. He's got it done inside line. Beautifully done. He's got it on rails at the moment.
Oh,
Not
no,
on a rail.
Urquhart.
Oh, Rocky Urquhart nearly hit the car passing him then. Who was that was in front of him? That was Ryan Nielsen. Nielsen, to avoid him, went off track. Oh, that's going to be a rejoin of some sort. Can we have a look at that again? Wow, that was so close. Wow, Ryan Mueller is now past. So there he is on there. He's reversing it out. Oh, what's he doing? Look at this. Oh. I'd say that Urquhart might get a penalty for that, at least a 5-second. That was very, very close. Wickman's in the pits doing his first pit at the moment. So he has lasted all the way down till the 15-minute mark. Brandon Levin has got 6 seconds out front at the moment. We're at the moment with Marty Hughes is going out wide. Having a look there as the boys are battling. Tomlin's gone through. Peter Pav's gone through. Craig Healy is following them through. Oh, look at this battle at the moment. Peter Pav and Jarrett Wickman. Sorry, that's Craig Healy and Jarrett Wickman coming through. Peter Pav is behind them. He's got a great exit, Pav. What's he going to be able to do? Is he going to have this work? He's got all over the back of Wickman. Is he going to have a look on the inside line? He's got the dry line there as well. He's too scared to go onto the wet area. The darker area is the wet area. I'll leave to fight another day. Whereas Tomlin's keeping his tyres cold. Tomlin is on wet still. He's the only one out there that's still on the wets. What a bit of work that was. Crack a bit of work.
You saw, but we had a car in the wall right behind them coming out of the final.
Oh, no,
corner.
I didn't see that. Who was that?
Gallon again.
Gallon again. Oh, man, he's feeding the pigeons. Oh, Oostenval is going in the pits. He went in at lap 8. He's going to need fuel. He's going to need fuel. That is going to open up a massive gap. Ryan Nielsen, ladies and gentlemen, has got himself from last place onto the podium. That is a cracking bit of work. That is amazing bit of work there. Up there, he led lap 14. He's got enough fuel to get them in 18 places up. He is 15 seconds off the back of Brandon Levin. Levin is at the moment traveling.
They're both going to almost go into the line. Buchanan goes down.
Who was that? Urquhart and
Buchanan.
Buchanan. Oh, my God. Could we have a look at that again, mate? Because I missed that.
See Will with the
Here
right.
it is, the replay. Oh, Buchanan's gone on the inside. Oh, Urquhart hasn't seen him there. Oh. I'm not sure how that one's going to go. Who took the call? There was definitely overlap there, but it's going to be hard to, from that angle, it was really hard to see. Definitely overlap, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, but ladies and gents, driver of the night at the moment goes down to the Pro-Am of Brandon Levin and the Pro of Ryan Nielsen, who has got himself back up into the pointy end for this competition. But have a look at all the Pelicans in the top 5. Morgan, Urquhart, Ryan Mueller. Are they going to help Ryan Mueller get past, let them pass Blake and let them pass Will Morgan and hold off Buchanan for some critical points? Because Buchanan is on some amazing pace at the moment.
Well, Pelicans are waterfowl, so they're happiest when the surface is wet, so that could be a part of it.
Oh, my wife has just made some popcorn. Oh, and it smells amazing, let me tell you.
Dude,
He was
don't
never
make me
making that
hungry.
corner. Yeah, I don't think. Look, they both slowed down at the same pace. So were they both going to make the corner? I don't know. Were either of them going to make that corner at that pace they were doing? I don't know. I'll leave that to the gods downstairs. Definitely not one for me. Buchanan's going in. He's serving a black flag. Oh no, he's gone into the pits at the same time. At the same time, he has copped a black flag coming into the pits. The question is, he has just towed in the pits. I did not hear him call for a tow. So has he? He's going to get himself a penalty for that one, I think. There's a 15-second penalty for not towing properly. But whatever it is, I'll leave it down to the bottom for the boys. Yeah, he's blown that engine as well. But I did not hear him call that. So it would be interesting to see what penalty he gets, because there'll be definitely one there. Ben O'Connell's in the pits as well. Looks at this. There's a feisty bit of oh, what was that?
Issue me a
350 is asking for a DQ. Johnny Callan is asking for a DQ, I think. I don't know what. He can leave the session whenever he wants. So I think he.
And he just got this. They acquiesce.
Maybe his system wouldn't allow him to get out. Maybe that's why he's asked for a DQ. I'm not sure. Maybe he's having issues there. Yeah.
That's what I assume, because it would be that, or he's asking for some Dairy Queen, but I don't think you guys have that chain down under.
We do have Dairy Queen, but
Okay.
yeah. Oh, Urquhart's gone out wide again. Is he gone wide to let Ryan through? Maybe. I'm not too sure. But Ryan has got some. He's doing some really good pace out there. 153.3s at the moment. Levin has got himself. He's being hunted down at the moment. Looks like Brandon Levin is pulling about a second 0.2 a lap, and there is 10 minutes left. He's got about 5 laps. I don't think Nielsen's going to catch Levin at this point. I think the gap's too big. But the battle for the third place is still alive, because Blake Urquhart, Ryan Mueller, Will Morgan are all still there.
Contact between Clutterbuck and O'Connell.
Clutterbuck, was it? Or O'Connell?
Yep. Both.
Yep. Still sweating it down the bottom as they're coming through. We've got at the moment, so the... Oh, that was close. He almost got that beached. Oh, is he going to get it? What happened? Was that Jared Williams that just disappeared?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's still there. He's caught sideways. He can't get... no, he's just blinking. That's what it is. He's blinking. Oh, I thought he was... I thought he towed there, but he was blinking. Maybe the other car that I thought towed as well just blinked out as well. So we'll have a look at that a bit later on. But ladies and gents, have a look at this. On the left at the moment, you can see that the Brandon Levin is leading as a Pro-Am. He's leading it out. Their strategy tonight has paid dividends for him starting on the wets. The rest of the top 5 all started on dries and just fell away from him in a big way. Oostenval hung on for a fair while, but our lead car at the moment is the Pro-Am. Our second is the first of the pros is Ryan Nielsen, followed by Ryan Mueller. Mueller has got back all the points that he needed. Doesn't matter how far apart they are on the time scale. He is still got some critical points back, so that'll be brought from 44 points down to 40 points in the title battle between Mueller and Nielsen. And then our first of our AMs tonight, Brett Taylor in 7th place, driving a very clean, very nice race out there. And he's got himself 8 points clear of his teammate, Scotty Weston, so he's broadening his lead. And that brings us to some amazing title battling out there.
Yeah, and of course, if Levin holds on, that's going to be a huge haul of points for him in securing the Pro-Am title.
It is. It's going to be a massive haul of points for him because Oostenval has dropped off. He was leading by, 78 points on Oostenval. Let's see, Wickman, where's he gone tonight? Wickman on Oostenval, no, so Oostenval will still hold on.
Oh, that's Mueller!
Oh, did they touch? Teammates touch?
I don't think so. At least not what I saw initially. I think Ryan might have got on the paint from the curb and just went around on him. Oh, hang on to it, son.
He's got maybe his tyres are overheated a bit. But lucky that was his teammate there, because there was 3 of them right in there at the moment. So second place is Ryan Nielsen from Banter Alliance. In third place, Will Morgan from Pacific Esports. In fourth place, Blake Urquhart from Pacific Esports. .281, contact 23, 20 points.
Buchanan.
1, Will Buchanan. That was the incident on... was that on Blake Urquhart? Yes.
Yeah, and that's what I had thought too, because I was able to see it live, and it looked like Will just kind of
clutters around.
missed the apex. Oh yeah, and he's in the wall.
Yep.
And also, it's kind of nervous times for Levin right now because Ben has struggled keeping the rear on that syndicate car of his under control. So he's almost gone around quite a few times in the last 10 laps.
And Brandon Levin's just set the fastest lap of the 1:51.730. Oh, look at that car. The back marker
just like that.
I don't know if that's the right time to try to pass, man, because he's wiggling and wiggling everywhere. Get him down the straight. He's gone in behind him, so that's a back marker at the moment. He's going to have a blue flag. Yeah, he just asked for the blue flag. He's not moving at all. He's got to be very careful that he doesn't get tangled with him here. Big time. He's got to be very careful. He's got another blue flag beside him as well. Tomlin. Yep. Looks like O'Connell went off track to avoid it. He's got to be very careful there that it doesn't get messy. Blake Urquhart is making his way through. He's up behind Ryan Mueller. Mueller has regained that car down the main straight coming through. And then we've got Will Morgan chasing those boys down. He's 18 seconds behind.
Brett Taylor is pitting. Brett Taylor on pit lane.
Brett Taylor on pitting. Is he running low on fuel? What's that going to do to his title fight with Scotty Weston? Oh, we're rotating around. We've had a position change. It's still going to be up there at the pointy end for the title. Let's have a quick look down here, Steve-O. Where is the battle with those boys? Taylor is leading by 31 points at the moment, so he's going to lose 4 points to him if he can't get it around. Maybe that was a fuel strat there.
And you know that this could be a little bit of a reversal of fortune. Brett said that what helped him get the win last week was Scotty running out on the main straightaway right before Wall of Champions, and now the fuel might be what costs him the win here tonight.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. Levin has built his lead out to 8 seconds at the moment. Morgan is struggling out there too in the... Oh, Ryan Nielsen's gone into pit. Is this going to be a lot of cars coming into pit? Brandon Levin was lap 15. What lap did not Nielsen pit in? I can't remember. Okay, so Ryan Nielsen was at lap 13. So he's going to be there. Blake Urquhart's lap 14. So the question's going to be, Will Morgan, I'm going to take it down to Nielsen down the bottom there as he comes out the pits. Let's see where he comes out, ladies and gents. He's coming out on the track as we speak. He's coming out behind Blake Urquhart at the moment. So that strategy is not too bad. Still up 15 places. A great recovery run tonight. But increase of points, Ryan Mueller onto Ryan Nielsen at this point. So the title is broadened. It's opened up by Ryan Mueller. His recovery from going out there on the wets and ending up at the back of the field, it says he's up one position. He's not up one position. He is up like 15 positions. So he's done an extreme 17 positions about. He's done a cracking job to get back to the point end because he ended up in the last place at one point. We are down to the last 2.5 minutes, ladies and gents. Brandon Levin is coming across, leading that through. And in the second place is Will Morgan coming through, the lead pro on the bottom screen, coming through the battles there. Blake Urquhart has got Ryan Nielsen on the top screen battling it through. There's 2 tenths coming through. Nielsen's getting in there and getting underneath him. He's going to have nice fresh tyres. And the very light car at the moment, is that going to be enough to get through past Urquhart? Then he can minimise the damage and get right in behind. Oh, look at that. Urquhart moving left and right. We're going to keep it clean and keep it tight. He's using as much of the track that he can and making sure that he keeps him out wide. He's gone onto the wet area, taking him out wide. He's just kept it off the wall. I think he just overcommitted to that corner, and the wet stuff took him out, as we can see down the bottom. And that's Chrissy Tomlin is still the only driver out on wets at the moment, and he's up 4 places and happy out there on his wets as Marty Hughes just passes him. Scotty Weston is the lead am at the moment as well. He is coming through down the backpack across the start and finish line as we go. This will be the last lap. It'll have to be. I can't see Barney out there. Will Morgan has a black flag?
No,
Oh,
Mueller.
Mueller, right. Mueller has a black flag? What? It must be track. Must be an iRacing black flag. So, whoa, that's going to affect the title fight a little bit, because where's he going to come out through there? Ladies and gents, have we got a white flag out there? Race control, please tell me, please. As I'm watching some of these back markers come through to check it.
I think we're actually gonna
on
be
the final lap.
No, I think we're gonna be short by about 10 seconds or so. So I think it's gonna be white flag this time by.
Okay.
And
Just
yep,
trying to see.
crossing the line now, and there's the white flag.
Okay, that is it, ladies and gents. We are down to the last lap. I'll tell you what, Brandon Levin. Oh, Morgan's got himself a bit of an off track, just enough to tickle the fancy out there. Our lead pro at the moment is in the bottom screen. Will Morgan coming across the line. He's going to be fighting it through. He's got his teammate Ryan Nielsen behind him. Ryan Mueller behind him 2 places. Nielsen has got himself up into... Oh, Mueller's gone in. Mueller's gone into the pits. He was in at lap, what was it, 15?
He's serving the black flag, remember?
Oh, he's serving the black flag. All right. There goes my brain. Just checked out. If anyone finds it, please post it back to me. Urquhart's in the pits as well. What's this going to do to the points tonight? Where are these boys going to come out? I'm going to take the screen to Ryan Mueller, because it's going to be critical to see where his points come out of as he's come out for his black flag. And ladies and gents, at the top screen, we are on the final lap.
Oosterwald's in.
Oosterwald's in as well. So that's going to open up the gap for Brandon Levin as well. Mueller has got one of the race syndicate boys, syndicate race team behind him.
Oh my God! And Oosterwald just got plowed into the back.
Oh.
I think it might have been Cowie.
Cowie, yeah. Cowie's done it there. I'm not sure. We'll have a look at that just a bit later on. The lead pro at the moment is Will Morgan. Ryan Nielsen in second place. Ladies and gents, as we cross the line, we've got the winner of tonight, round 7 of the Warren and Brown Tools V8 Supercar Championships, taken out by the Pro-Am of Brandon Levin from Team SRW Motorsports. Second coming across the line is a fair way back too. We'll see him coming shortly. Here he is, Will Morgan from the Pacific Esports Racing Team, coming around the final corner, taking the second place and the top step for the pros as he brings that beautiful Pelican across the start and finish line. In third place, coming right behind him, just behind him, you can see him tucking in, is Ryan Nielsen from the Banter Alliance Racing Team as we get the top 3 coming through. The third outright for the pros tonight is Ryan Mueller, who did some critical work getting himself back to the pointy end, and Ryan Nielsen crosses the line last lap with the fastest lap of the 150.562. Pivotal points that he needs. Looks like Scotty Weston went into the pits as well, as we see Brett Taylor, the crazy Tasmanian, coming across the line as well, taking the final corner for the AMS 2 weeks in a row. Heavens for Murgatroyd, what the hell's going on? The earth is flat, it is not round. If Brett Taylor's winning 2 weeks in a row, what could happen next? Whew. I'm winning Tats Lotto this weekend. That's what's going to happen. That was amazing bit of fighting. That's some strategy came involved, and everyone had a fantastic bit of drive. What do we got here? Car 488, time penalty, 35 seconds, finishing with unserved black flag. Oh, that's an iRacing penalty there. That's Jared Wickman. The 991 has also got himself Andy Cowan for coming across the line with probably a meatball coming through there. That's going to cost him some time too. But ladies and gents, what a night. Brandon Levin, come on down. I think that's his... I don't think that is his first top step win. I think it might be, actually. Outright win. But second place, Will Morgan. Third place, Ryan Nielsen. What a recovery, down 17 places. So as we see it, ladies and gents, we've got Brandon Levin out there from Team SRW Motorsports taking out the top step and the Pro-Ams tonight. Will Morgan from the PER team is coming across the line in second place. Ryan Nielsen from BAR coming across in third place. Ryan Mueller from PER coming in fourth. Timmy Miles from Pro-Ams from SRB coming in fifth place. That's a great finish by Tim there. Brett Taylor comes out and takes the AMS in sixth place, fighting it out there in the wet tonight from EWT. What a cracking bit of work he has done out there. Scotty Weston comes across in seventh. Peter Pav in eighth. Blake Urquhart in ninth. And Jared Wickman from Syndicate Racing in 10th place. What a cracking bit of work out there by these boys in the wet. Very tricky start to the race as it started drying out. The strategy let down the top 5 drivers. They all come out on dries, whereas Levin started out on the wets and took it away from them. Oostenval, the competitor to Brandon Levin for the Pro-Am title, finishes in 11th from Team 266. Marty Hughes from PER in 12th place. Daniel Clutterbuck, 13th. Chris Tomlin, 14th place. The only driver to drive through that whole race on wets. Jared Wickman, Pro-Am from what's it called? I can't remember what they're called right now, but I will remember it. Dark Horse Racing, I think it is. Craig Healy from EWT in 16th. Ben O'Connell from the Syndicate Racing Team in 17th place. Andy Cowan from Performance Sim Racing in 18th. Will Buchanan, Race Evolution, who did not finish that race in 19th place. And Johnny Gallen down a few laps as well from the PR team in 22nd. What a night that was in the wet, mate. That was exceptional fun out there. And good to see these boys put on an extremely cool show.
Absolutely. It was exactly what we wanted, exactly what we hoped for when we heard rain, because it wasn't a dumpster fire with everyone hydroplaning off and smoke in the wall and all of that. It was everyone on the edge of control, running hard and clean. Without it turning into calamity. That's exactly what we want to see from everyone in these conditions. It just shows how incredible the talent is that a race like this goes this clean.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing. Some of the stories out there tonight, Ryan Nielsen coming out from last place all the way up into a podium fixture. And the top 5 boys, some of these boys coming out on dries, which didn't quite sit nicely for them. And, Will Morgan got back to the pointy end. Ryan Mueller got back to the pointy end. So amazing driving by these boys that had made a strategy error in the beginning of the race that cost them a lot of time in the back of the field. And they worked their way through all the way through. So, Ryan Mueller, Will Morgan, strategically started on dries, fought their way back all the way up. So they did about 16 places. Morgan did about 18 places up. So for him to finish second, starting a third in the grid and going out on dries in the wet was an amazing bit of feat to come back and get some critical points out there in the championship battle. All right, let's have a look. Who's out in the room? Who wants to chat to Sinka? Oh, everyone's out there. Well, we can't go past and not mention the AMS winner tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for round 7 from Team EWT, the crazy Tasmanian devil himself, the Geelong resident who was probably running, streaking out there in 35-degree temperature in Melbourne, Mr. Brett Taylor. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the room.
I've only got my racing shoes and my racing gloves on, mate. That's all.
There'll be no star jumps from you, mate.
No, I might be stuck to my seat when I leave, I tell you. It's between us.
How the hell was that? I thought you'd lost it because you had to pit at lap 27, but I didn't realise that Scotty Weston. Well, I'm not sure what happened to Scotty there because he pitted at lap 15 and he didn't run out of fuel.
He did. He did right. He coughed right after the line, I think it was. So it was ball game. Like we were tossing and turning whether we were going to go, and I said, "Well, look, we'll go alternative," because I think Ben might have had some internet issues or something because he dropped out midway. So we were sort of like it was out of him and I. So I said, "Well, we'll go alternate strategies, and I'll come in, and then if you get home, you get home." And then he binned it on the last lap. I don't know, it was turn 6 or 7, I think it was. He looped it. So he shafted himself 2 weeks in a row, the poor bugger.
Well, you know what? It's the year of the Tasmania, mate. That's what it is, mate. It is.
The Devils are playing their first VFL game or something this weekend, so look out. She's on.
Oh, yeah, that's real now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Devils this weekend, and then the I think the big dogs 28. The big boys come out.
Yes.
To play the Islanders. They'll be like, instead of 18 on the team, 18 on the field, be 36 heads. It's great.
Mate, how was it conditions out there tonight? You guys have settled into your cars really nicely, and you're getting around at some decent pace as well. How did it feel, mate?
Look, I was really concerned because, you know, like Cowie's set up at the servers haven't been great since Winton, let's be fair. You know what I mean? So I didn't know if it was going to turn monsoonal or it wasn't. And then the weather, like, I think it was Craig or Scott was saying that it's going to rain. I was like, oh, well, do I stay on wets? When I pitted the first time and went to slicks, it was like, do I stay on wets? Do we go alternate strategy and we'll stay on wets? He goes, no, everyone else is in the 150. So the wet tyres are just going to, you know, you're going to lose too much time, so let's just go. And then if it, you know, like we didn't know, but it turned out all right. But it was pretty wet and dicey early on, that's for sure.
It was dicey early on. The front 5 pros all went out on dries and it went south very, very quickly.
Yeah, but then they come back. We were saying as soon as that dry line comes, they're going to, you know, they're just going to come through the field. But early on, it was like, I'm not, my kahunas aren't that big, mate. I can't go wets early on. I needed a really wide dry line before I went on the dries.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Well, crack a bit of work out there, mate. It's good to see you up there and actually battling it out for a title. And it's down to you. I know. It's going to come down at the moment. It's you, Scotty, and Benno, and the Benno. Again this week, another horrid one.
With an internet, he dropped out or something, mate. So
yeah.
I was just trying to just stick with Scott and Ben because I know Ben had qualified better. So it was like all I need to do. Like I'm just trying to think ahead of myself. I just need to stay close. Just close. Just don't.
The big
have a
picture,
bad
mate.
round.
The big picture.
Yeah, don't have a bad.
That's a bloody ugly Picasso. That's what it is.
That's it. That's it.
All right, Mr. Taylor. As much as I'd love to talk to you all night, last week's interviews went for, I think it was Wednesday night. They went for way too long. Yeah. But Mr. Taylor, who gets the EWT out on track and supports you guys?
All right, so massive shout out. And once again, if any guys need any kind of transport issues or done, anything needed to be go from one end of the country to the other side, wherever you need to go, get on to GMK Logistics. Hit Craig up. He's always looking for more work. A for training, all things hearing, and obviously racecraft simulations. Obviously, I want to give a shout out to SRW as well, like all our sponsors here. I haven't got them in front of me, so I can't give them a complete shout. I know it's Warren and Brown, so Warren and Brown. Anyone's looking for some new tools, I'm looking for some new tools. So nudge, nudge, wink, wink, Warren and Brown.
Warren and Brown is actually, now you mentioned the tools, they're actually working on some special little tools for SRW. Which are going to be pretty much the hex heads for all the all the rigs that people are out there have got with some nice little ratchet systems. So they're putting out a special package for us, which we'll have available hopefully later in the year. So it's something I had a meeting with them last week, and they're going, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I like the sound of this.
Yeah, it should be good. Should be cool. Well, Mr. Taylor, good to see you up in the room, mate. Thank God there's no camera in your lounge. And,
I'm in the garage, mate, but thank God there's no cameras in here. No, look, for the sake of everybody's eyesight and sanity, it is a good idea.
It is a good idea. Get out there and have some fun like Mr. Brett Taylor does. Congratulations, buddy, and maybe we'll see you up here again in the coming weeks. We've got another 2 rounds to go.
Couple to go. Let's go. Come on. Woo!
Take care, brother. Be good.
Thanks, boys.
All right, ladies and gents, that was the legend himself, the crazy Tasmanian from EWT, Brett Taylor, taking out the AMs tonight with some critical points over his teammate, Scotty Weston. Let's bring in the boys down the other end. Ryan Nielsen, waking his way through, who could not set a life lap if the life depended on him tonight. It just wasn't working in qualifying, but the pace was there and worked all the way through 17 places and an extra point for the fastest lap with a 150.562. Mr. Nielsen, welcome to the room, mate. How's that going? And congratulations on a podium finish tonight.
Yeah, thanks, boys. Good to be back on the podium. Need to get it together in qualifying, it seems.
What the hell happened?
Oh, I just couldn't not get an off track. I was just the margins are really.
The last lap you had a purple and a green, and I'm like, this is going to be. I think you hit. Correct me if you're wrong. I don't know if you can see. I think you hit a 2-second flat point something, but it wasn't.
Man.
It wasn't an official lap, and you would have been in the top 3.
Yeah, I only got myself to blame. I was pretty annoyed, but just got to dial it back a bit, I think.
Well, it's you know what, it pays to get a banker.
Yes, definitely.
And then work it way from there, because you made it very difficult for yourself tonight, mate. 17 places. So that was, it was a cracking effort. How was it getting through the on this track? It's a cracking track, wet, slippery, a lot of fast boys out there. How was it getting through?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad actually. Usually I have to get the elbows out a bit more, but fortunately tonight I was just putting a bit of pressure on the guys, and they'd just get past them with them locking the rears in front of me. So they didn't make it too hard. But a fair bit of luck involved in that finish, I think.
Well, mate, you did it. It's a cracking bit of work. What was the stress levels like when you knew you'd stuffed up quali, and then you're sitting out there, and what was your mind going through when you saw the top 5 all on dries, and they were all just falling like flies?
Yeah, well, initially I thought I'd made a horrible mistake, but shortly after, it turns out I made the right choice going on the wets. So, just good luck, I think.
Yeah. Nothing like a bit of good luck and putting your place in the right place at the right time and getting that car moving, mate. Points tonight, you got yourself, you made up 4 points, so you're bringing it to 40 points, so the championship's still alive. Couple of, the penultimate race is on next week, which gives us 2 more rounds to go, so it's still up there. Anything can happen. Bit of extra practice these next 2 weeks.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'll lock in a bit harder these next 2 weeks and get my qualifying pace right up there to give myself the best chance, I think.
Yeah, well, after setting the fastest lap and the biggest move across the field, probably not a bad idea, brother.
Definitely.
Well, mate, who gets Mr. Ryan Nielsen out on track and supports you and your team?
Cheers to the guys at Banter Alliance Racing and the sponsors of the team. Tacker Testing and Commissioning, Grundy's Waste, Frosty's Kitchen, One Sportswear, the Locked On Podcast, and Riley Simmons Racing for supporting the team.
Excellent, mate. Well, fantastic work out there, mate. Congratulations on the top 3 finish tonight. Up 17 places, Mr. Ryan Nielsen from the Banter Alliance Racing team. Congratulations, brother, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers, guys.
Alrighty, we are down to the last two. I'm going to give Mr. Watson a night off tonight. He told me last week he hates doing interviews and he's not feeling the best. And I flap my gums like a crazy man anyway. So, ladies and gents, we'll bring in the pro winner for tonight, Mr. Will Morgan. He's waved the flag for the Pacific Esports Racing Team with a cracking bit of driving out there. Will, how the hell was that?
That was something. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't advise starting on dries in wet conditions. I wouldn't do that again. I'll tell you that much.
It was we didn't notice it. I didn't notice it until you guys just disappeared, and I thought, what the hell's just happened here? Brandon Levin's just made 4 places in a couple of corners. I said he's been driving well, but not that bloody well. And then I looked down and all these bright white D's, and I'm like, what the hell have these boys done? The rooster tails were fairly big on these cars in the practice, and I know sometimes when it switches over from practice to race, sometimes it's a day different, or sometimes it's a couple of hours different. Sometimes it's a day different, the track could dry. If it's only a couple of hours difference in the setup, then it can stay wet. But how scary was it out there? Cracking bit of work getting back.
I enjoy a bit of sideways action. Like I knew that I was going to go backwards for sure. I could just see a dry line in the replay at the end of practice, and like quali, you could see it coming in. But the track was so cold that it just didn't happen as quick as I thought it would. I thought it'd happen in like 15 minutes, but it probably took half an hour or 25 minutes
mate.
to actually.
It was 18 degrees at the beginning of the race.
Yeah.
That's one of the things we looked at. And the other thing is that you got to look at is the wind.
Yeah. So there was a dry line there, and I could brake I had the braking advantage on it, but mid-corner I just couldn't keep the car in the dry line, which is where I lost most of the time.
Yeah, it's a shame because it turned the race right around in a big way, made the battles a little bit more interesting. Watching you guys coming through was pretty spectacular. Still a few spins here and there with some of the boys. I think Ryan had a spin or two, actually had 2 spins, which probably cost him a few places. But at the end of the day, he's got some critical points, which keeps him fighting for the title. Were you guys talking between the two of each other?
Yeah. Obviously, you missed my spins because I had a few. Ryan just took me out on his last one. I thought it might have been on the stream, and Banksy would have been having a heart attack.
Oh, hang on, there was one. I think he nearly took Buchanan out. No, Urquhart and him nearly come together at one point as well.
Yeah, he was fuel saving pretty hard, so it's one of those things. It's already wet. You don't need to be looking at fuel numbers or trying to do the right thing in the brakes and all that.
Yeah.
So he had a lot going on, but yeah, it was a full-on race. It was good fun though. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I would after the first lap because I think I lost about 12 positions.
You did plummet very quickly, mate. But the Pacific Esports Racing Team has done a cracking bit of work, mate. You're pretty much every second, third car. So you guys have done really well getting the cars back at the point here. Johnny Gallen had a rough night tonight. He actually asked for himself to be DQ'd, so I'm not too sure about what happened there. Maybe he had some hardware issues that he couldn't get out of the session. But it was unfortunate for him, mate. But crack a bit of work out there, mate. Pace was really good. At the end of the day, you did a 1:52.4. I think you were the fastest Pelican on track. I
would prefer fastest car. I won't lie, but I'll take fastest.
Fastest Pelican on track, mate. Yep. You were about third or fourth fastest. Third fastest at the moment of tonight. So it wasn't too bad effort at all, mate. Well, mate, as the lead Pacific Esports racer for the tonight, Mr. William Morgan, who gets the Pelicans out on track and supports your team, mate?
First off, I would want to thank Banksy for jumping in and telling us that it wasn't going to rain because I was slightly panicking that I was going to be driving around.
Where was he tonight?
I think he's hurt his back or something. I think I saw.
Oh no!
Another one. And then of course, Lake Edge Holiday Units, Majors Garage, One Shot Pest Management, Track Racer, 8 Rivers Photography, and W Energy Drinks.
Well, good to see all the sponsors out there getting lots of plugs, mate, and the cars are looking amazing. I love the fact you guys have gone and done the thing like the fishies used to do, the different colour for each one in the back end. It makes it a little bit easier for us boys up here in the booth, and it's a cracker bit of work, mate. Congratulations. Keep enjoying it. Keep having fun. You're sitting in 8th place, mate. So in a nice, respectable top 10 position, made a few places up there tonight. I'm not sure how far up you're going to get, but it's still a great fight all the way to the end, mate. Good luck and keep having fun, brother.
Cheers, boys.
All right, ladies and gents, that was the runner-up tonight. Will Morgan of the cracking drive for the Pelicans out there. PR represented very well and very fast. We've made him wait for quite a long time now. Ladies and gents, this could be his pop of the cherry tonight. I'm not too sure. Mr. Brandon Levin from Team SRW Motorsports takes the top step. Welcome to the room, Brandon.
Hello, mate. How you going?
I'm ecstatic, mate. When one of my boy wins. Is this your first top step as a outright?
Yeah, I think so, mate.
Yeah, I think it is. I thought so. I wasn't too sure because you come very close a few times, mate. What was going through your mind when you saw these boys on dries around you and they just started plummeting around you?
At the start, I was thinking, how long is this going to last? And fortunately, the track didn't dry out too quick, so made the decision just to stick it out regardless. And go as long as I could and bank on the one stopper.
I tell you what, it was who was it? I think it was Wickman beside you for a fair while. He kept you busy for the first few laps, and then they had one of the other Pelicans up behind them for a while, putting pressure. I think it was Urquhart. I could be wrong. And then when you went in for your pits, I was like, oh, go in, Brandon, go in, Brandon, go in, Brandon. And then you finally went in, and then I thought, oh no, Oostenval's going to come and catch you. And it was right on each other. And then what was your thoughts? Because you come down out of the pits and he just passed you on the first corner, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, but he came in a lap before me. So if he tried to pass, I was more than happy to let him go because I knew that I was going to run it extraordinarily tight on fuel.
Yep.
And given that he came in a lap earlier, I thought he was going to have to box anyway. So I was happy to let him go, but I just found a good bit of pace on the slicks.
How good is the car feeling at the moment, mate? You've become one with it at the moment. You seem to be really enjoying the V8 Supercar.
Yeah, Supercars is still my favourite car to drive. Probably not the quickest in them, but 100% the favourite to drive.
Well, you weren't too bad tonight. Probably... as far as pace is concerned, I think you ended up being the second fastest.
Yeah, look, I'm pretty rarely the fastest in these cars. There was definitely some faster dudes than me out there.
Yeah,
but I was just on the right tyres at the right time for this one, mate.
Yeah, definitely the right strategy for the night. It's good to see strategy finally go your way. You've been at the rough end of it every now and again too, but a cracking bit of work, mate. Any like parts of this track that you really loved about it? What's your thoughts on this track in the wet?
I don't like any track in the wet on a sim, but I do like this track. I typically like the Formula One style tracks more than the street tracks.
Yep. Bit more room, bit more extra runoff, bit more wider banking. Yeah.
Yep.
They seem to suit you a lot better as well. You don't spend as much time in the walls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is great to see, mate. Well, congratulations on your first podium win, mate, as a Pro-Am. I dare say that you'd struggle to stay a pro next season because you've got, I think, one hand on the championship at the moment. Oostenval is dropped a fair few points on you tonight. He is in 11th place, so that's about 40-odd points he's dropped on the base of you. So you've got 2 more rounds to go, mate, completing them nice and clean, and then you'll be a happy chappy doing donuts at the final round of the season. Mr. Levin, who gets you on track and supports you as a driver, mate?
Yes, so thank you to the Team SRW, Mozart, WB's Tools, Grim, Shunt Scenery, Phoenix Driver Development. Shame on you, Ash, for not watching tonight, and thank you for Caitlin for tuning in.
Excellent, mate. We're going to have to get a few more boys out in our team. Our team's down to about 5 drivers at the moment, and we've got a beautiful little Discord that we've got through, and we're struggling at the moment, aren't we, mate? We just need some more support for you out there.
Yeah, that'd be good, mate. And bigger paychecks would be good too.
The paychecks will be good too. I like the sound of that, mate. I reckon that sounds very good. We'll have to do merch instead. How's that sound?
No, I'll take the money. That's fine.
Love your work, mate. Congratulations, mate, on your first top step, taking it out for Team SAW Motorsports. Ladies and gents, Mr. Brandon Levin taking out the top step and the pro win for tonight, mate. Good luck for the rest of the season, brother.
Thank you, gents. Have a good night.
There it is, ladies and gents. That is how it finished up. We had a spectacular night of fun out there tonight, and it's been an absolute pearler. Mr. Watson, how you feeling, mate? You've made it. You've survived.
Yes, sir. I wasn't sure if that was going to happen a few times during that race, but heck it, we made it through, and it was one heck of a race to call, too. That's what really helped, was there wasn't really a shortage of on-track action. You know, something interesting was going on, and just a really crazy race, how everything unfolded. And it really got wild even more in the last 20 minutes, because you really started to wonder, okay, what the heck is going on, and how is this all going to work out? Like, we were all pretty much at full suspense.
There was a lot of strategy out there that went wrong. You know, I'll have to thank Stevie Banks for that win, because he told his boys to get on the dries by the sounds of it. Thanks, Banksy, and hope your back gets better. And it changed the top 10 dramatically. It was amazing how the strategies went left, right, and centre. You know, Chrissy Tomlin still drove the whole race out on wets. He did not go back in on the dry, so cracking bit of work out there. A few boys had a bit of hardware issues as well. Say again?
I said mad lad for doing that.
Yeah, he did really well. You could see him spending a lot of time on the wet line and taking full advantage of that. But actually, a fantastic night out there. Great bit of viewing. I hope the viewers loved it as much as we did, because it was a lot of fun to call, and some great driving. But all the fast boys, you know, working their way back up to the pointy end. You know, Ryan Mueller, cracking bit of work, mate. Still finding it for the title. So great to see that it didn't derail him too much. But ladies and gents, please like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons, hit the bell icon, hit everything, hit the thumbs up, because we'd love to get these boys a lot more eyes on the prize, because they deserve to be watched. The way they drive has been absolutely spectacular. A special thank you out there to mozaracing for supporting us. A big thank you out there for Grim Industries for the support they give us from day dot. If you're into coffee tables and you want some really nice piece of furniture, no matter what it is, be a big V8 or a Lamborghini engine or a Aston Martin, Ferrari, they do it all and do an amazing job. A big thanks out to Phoenix Driver Development for supporting SAW as a motorsport team, as well as the Sim Racing World as a stream sponsor. They do some amazing work there, one-on-one with the teams and also in group formats. And they do your Gen 3 and Gen 2 setup. So get in there and check them out. A setup does make a difference, let me tell you. And also, while we're out there, big thanks to Shunt Scenery. For those of you who are into flight simulation as well as the driver simulations, get a hold of Shunt Scenery. They do some amazing 3D rendering for the flight simulation world. And our major sponsors, Warren and Brown Tools, who I took out for lunch on last week for a bit of a chin wag, and the boys are still on board and supporting us, which is amazing. We just need more support. So if you're out there and you maybe supporting one of the boys in the driving, you want to get some stream time, be a stream sponsor or safety car or whatever the case may be. We're also looking for some naming rights sponsors as well. We have spread Warren and Brown around because we love them, but in actual fact, GT3s is available. And also, as of the end of this season, the mozaracing the Super Formula Lights will be available as well. So get a hold of me and reach out to me through Facebook or through our websites. Love to have a chat to anyone out there who wants to support us and grow with us as a developing broadcast network and racing league. But a special thank you to everyone that's out there watching and getting in the chats. We really appreciate the way you guys get involved and ask all the questions and support the drivers. It is special to us. It makes it a little bit less boring. It adds to the excitement, and we get to see the joy that comes out of your mouths through the typing into our ears. And hope we've done the race justice tonight. Hope you're coming back tomorrow night for the Mozaracing Super Formula Light Championship. We are around 7. Another amazing race tonight. Thursday night back with the boys for some GR86, Warren Brown GR86 series. And then this weekend we are back for the GT3s as well. So stick around, hit the notification buttons, get on top of our socials and see where we're at next and come and join us. Thank you for your support, and see you all tomorrow night.